Yeah. Icon and Rocket. Icon and Rocket, man. That's the first time I've ever read an Icon and Rocket, comic book. So what does that tell you? And they're coming back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that tells you that this is something to read, man. This is something to read because the people who built Milestone Comics, man, they're coming back. You know what I'm saying? There was a hiatus, but now it's like they coming out with this. They got Rocket Icon. I just got Static Shock, and then also Hardwire. I got Hardwire coming pretty soon, so like it's really cool to know that they're coming back in a big way. I feel like, and with all these original characters, that thanks to seeing all these movies on Marvel, with Marvel you can kind of visualize this stuff happening, like so they actually benefit from that. You know what I'm saying? Because I could see that being a thing. I could see that visually. Um, yeah. But the review, man, I thought it was pretty dope, man. I thought it was like, there was a lot of action in the beginning. There was a lot of action in the beginning, and they still managed to have a lot of exposition. So I thought that was pretty good. It's hard to juggle that stuff, man. It's hard to juggle that. I write stories myself, so I definitely understand trying to bring a character who, what I'm saying, who hasn't been, heard of, and then now you're bringing them, what I'm saying, out into the fold. Well, I guess I should say they have been heard of. They have been heard of. But, just having that whole idea of I got to bring this character to life that people aren't necessarily familiar with in the zeitgeist currently. You know what I'm saying? So they had to juggle a whole bunch of exposition and action and origin, and that's what I want to say. This story is an origin, like issue one, which obviously makes sense. Um, it's an origin story, and so they're trying to get you more familiar with these characters, and I applauded it. I liked it. If I gave it like, I give it a, what I'm saying, I give it like a 3.5. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was good, you know what I'm saying? It kind of had like its undertones of kind of like a Superman meets Meteor Man meets Aliens, like Sigourney Weaver Aliens, and yeah, man, and then superhero on top of that. Put a little superhero on top of that, but yeah, it was pretty dope, man. Like I really liked how they just, I just like how it was kind of, in a way, there was violence. You know what I'm saying? There was violence not only just among superhero and alien, but also like person to person. So not to be taken lightly. There was a lesson that was trying to be, passed along here. But I lost my train of thought right there. But we're back. I was about to say that. I don't know if y'all caught that, but that was funny as hell to me. I understood that the story was trying to go for a broader feel. You know what I'm saying? So it was so in the midst of all these issues it could have tackled, because it starts off, like I said, it kind of reminds you of Superman. It starts off, and spoiler alert, it starts off kind of just how like Kal-El, aka Superman, Clark Kent, whatever, he lands in the field. That's kind of how this same thing happens, and but this isn't really a spoiler alert though. Let me just throw that out there. This isn't a spoiler alert because I'm talking like this is a series that has that's just stepped on the scene now. This has been around. These characters, Rocket and Icon, they've been around for at least, I want to say 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, these aren't new characters, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? They're getting the recognition they deserve. But I thought they made Icon's origin story incredible. It was dope. It kind of started off with like a scene from the horror sci-fi aliens, man. Like it literally looked like, you know what I'm saying, some a xenomorph in there. Like it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? So they had that. I mean, that's something else to be spoken of, you know. So maybe in another video, do they have xenomorphs in, you know what I mean? Do they have xenomorphs in this comic? Because it sure as hell looked like it, you know what I'm saying? So that was dope too. That was dope. And yeah, it looked like there was a Martian Manhunter type character in there too. I don't know, man. I don't know. This stuff is new to me. This stuff is new to me. So like, I was super excited because I was, I bought some of the old Milestone comics, but I couldn't find Icon and Rocket, and every time I could find it, it was expensive. So I was like, ah. But so this is exciting for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've wanted to hear about these characters, you know what I'm saying, and also doing a little bit of research, find other videos where they're talking about it, and yeah, so yeah, I read it, and it was just crazy, the whole like xenomorph in kind of in the spaceship and all that, and a superhero Martian Manhunter type, and then he crash lands, and then it's a baby. Icon is a baby, like the same thing as the Superman thing, but that's where it stops. That's where the comparison stop. I feel like, as far as trajectory, because Clark Kent is a news reporter, and Icon is seemingly a rich guy. Like, he's a man. Like I said, his ship crash landed in 1843 to a black couple, couple that seemed to be on a plantation, and they sounded like, you know what? I ain't about to give too much more away. I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to do that. I was I was getting close, man. It's good. It's so good that I'm sharing it with you like this with so much anticipation of just excitement for this character, and yeah. But what was that? Yeah, I mean, his trajectory is crazy. He ends up like, he must be really smart because he ends up being a well-to-do man later on, and he meets Rocket eventually through just a boneheaded, you know what I'm saying, a boneheaded situation, and then you can start to see that they're really showing this character's, like, his true potential, or at least they speak of it. And it's great, you know what I'm saying, because seemingly it appears this guy really hasn't got out of his shell, and he's in his shell because of something happened, and they kind of allude to that in the last couple pages. So it's going to be interesting because this is a spoiler. Rocket, she, for some reason, no, not for some reason, but because she's very stubborn, she's strong-willed, and yeah, she's just, but she needs guidance though, you know what I'm saying? She kind of reminds him of another person that he knew in basically seemingly another lifetime, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't want to give away too much, but I said he was born in 1843, and inside this comic, they go to great lengths to show different periods of his life. And the gaps between his life, you know what I'm saying, it's incredible. I mean, so basically, he's been around for a long time. So it's really cool to see that aspect because this character has immense potential. I would love to see this whole universe on the big screen. To be honest with you, yes, that's exactly what I would like to see. I mean, Marvel's doing their thing, and I'm a Marvel guy. You know what I'm saying? I like Marvel, but I did like DC growing up. You know what I'm saying? I did like DC growing up. I used to watch I used to watch Static Shock all the time, like crazy. And just recently, I want to say in the last 5 years, when I was just like, just fumbling around on the internet, I did some research and found out that Static Shock actually, there's a whole world built around him and other superheroes in a city named Dakota City. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed it, man, because it's a good springboard. He really didn't. There was action. I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I give it a 3.5. There was action, but it wasn't really showing Icon get busy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It was more of an origin, and there was danger happening, and explosive events happening, crashes and stuff like that. But he wasn't getting down like that, you know. But I did find out one of his abilities. Well, two. He can fly. Obviously, it's not like some type of technology that's putting him in the sky. It's actually just him. He's just super strong, like Clark Kent, and he is bulletproof. He's bulletproof, and yeah, man, it was pretty dope. But like I said, I give it 3.5. I know it's just a springboard. You know what I'm saying? I know it's just a springboard. It was a good place to start, though. Believe that. It was good. I would really love to see Static Shock, Icon and Rocket, Hardwire. I would really like to see all of them in Dakota City fighting crime together. There's got to be some big baddie in their catalog that they all collectively fight, or maybe they, you know what I'm saying? It's like a pair, something like that. So I think there's immense potential, man. I feel like hopefully there's a big market for this, because we know how Marvel's doing. They basically are making the blueprint on how to make. At this point, they are the blueprint. So yeah, it's good. It's a pretty good series thus far, and I like Static Shock as well. Still waiting for Hardwire. But like I said when I was talking to you guys about Static Shock, there's characters. They mentioned Rocket and Icon, and they also mentioned Hardwire. Hardwire is in the comics, so it makes it even that much more special, because there's going to be a connection. This is it's too big of an event to not be, because Milestone Comics has been quiet for a long time, and now this is like a resurgence. So I just want to, I'm expecting good work, always expecting good work, high expectations, but I'm trying to just support them moving forward and just see where they're headed with their stories, man, because they've been having something cooking for a long time. They got different artwork variants and stuff like that. Like, they're not playing around, man. So, A+ to them, man. 3.5 out of 5. Go check it out.